Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So off we go then. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Oh, that's a key interception. Now he's off and running. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It's gone all the way through to the keeper. Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Over to the left. Serginho. Now it's Kane. A lot of space ahead of him. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning.
Mbappe! Denied by an instinctive save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Messi. And Messi! Now there's a fine ball. It's their second corner of the game. They've played it short. And here's Messi. Messi! And he's there to belt it away. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Your impression so far, Jim?
Brazil have definitely started much the stronger. They're far more creative.
He's in a good position. And the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Mbappe clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Brazil have their third corner. Messi plays it short. And here's Messi. Can he finish? Malaysia are looking to go forward now. And that has left him in a heap. Now it's Mbappe. Serginho. Oh, look at the space here. Ball swung in. Malaysia are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Goes for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And the keeper beats it away. There will be a throw-in. Aimed in towards the centre. It is a corner, good chance. And it's been taken short. Ball driven for header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Well, this is simple. The supply is to be admired. The defending is to be admonished.
Alexander-Arnold. Valverde. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Look at this. He's having a shot! He's delivered all right! The breakthrough strike! A mere formality, nigh on a certainty. He is truly in the zone.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Malaysia have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Son Heung-min. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending. Brazil certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
He is through here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Son Heung-min. Tries to play it through. No, that's been intercepted.
That's going in strongly.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Now this could be a real chance! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Foram indicados 2 minutos
Valverde.
de acréscimo.
Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Yeah, you don't get any points for stating the obvious, Peter, but thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Oh, well measured. He's in plenty of space here. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Shoots! Against the crossbar. Good try, very good try, in fact. Brazil still behind thanks to that solitary strike. Nicked it back promptly. Messi. And Fernandez. Ball's gone out of play. Looking for options for movement. Swept in.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
That's tidy.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Tries a shot! He scored! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Brazil really will be annoyed. They failed to make anything of their lead, and it's so typical that this happens.
Messi. Well, they could break here. Fernandez goes steaming forward. Has a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
It's a sharp little ball here. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. And here's Kane. Oh, beautifully. He's had a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Brazil get their fourth corner. Messi with the short one. Now it's Messi. Chance! Goal! Brazil! And the comeback is complete. Oh, delicious. Such devilish curl.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Brazil get themselves into the lead.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And it's Fernandez. Takes a shot! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Oh no, this does not look good. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. Mbappe has been shown a yellow card for that offence, just to confirm.
You just can't argue with the referee there, Peter. He spelt it out for him earlier.
Now, can they get him away? Kane! He has done it! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. Piercing, and with pinpoint accuracy, he forces it through.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Played out towards the right wing. Great ball, and a chance! It's in! Late drama, late goal! This will be one frantic ending! Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Malaysia give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Oh, that's well spotted.
Malaysia really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
It's a good ball out wide. That's a throw. The final seconds now. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Son Heung-min. And he cuts out the supply.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
There won't be another chance after this one. He's got away. Big chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And we're done. Brazil have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Kane claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And already we're underway here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, good. And he shoots! Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Keylor Navas. He could make all the difference because he's such an excellent shot stopper. It's not just a matter of reflexes, though. It's the way he spreads his body in front of the ball, preventing strikers from getting a sighted goal. He also hardly ever makes an error, and that's precious for a goalkeeper.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. And he's there to get it away. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Chance to shoot! They've scored! And Costa Rica are in front. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
It is a super start. So far, so very good. Valverde. Serginho. Looking for the run. Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's found a way past. He's on it. Can he get away? And that could face to face with the keeper. Big chance! It's in! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Costa Rica clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Costa Rica applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, there are so much of them, but, of course, the returns can be terrific.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Calvo, now that looks a decent ball. Played into space out wide. Valverde. Half an hour played now. Now it's Mbappe. Camavinga. And it's Valverde. Serginho. There he goes, motoring forward. Mora. And it's Messi. And he's in on goal. It's Kane! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Serginho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Valverde played out towards the right wing. Brazil are in need of a lift as we head up towards the break. Mora. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Son Heung-min. And they win it back again. Mora. And he's straight offside. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Kane. Messi. Good, strong midfield running here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
And he cuts out the supply. Fernandez. Now it's Mbappe. And this is Son Heung-min. Kane. Goes for goal! Oh, nearly. But nearly is nothing.
Kane usually is so good.
And the first half is done. What do you think we're up to after 45 minutes?
The boss is going to be disappointed with the way his team just switched off for those two goals. They'll have to take some risks now to try and get back in this game, and it's easier said than done, as we know.
And the action is back underway.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it, try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Serginho. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that has left him in a heap. Had a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Mora. Calvo. Mora. Messi. Serginho. No, again there's no way through. And it's Messi. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's the chance to counter.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
That is an excellent defensive intervention from the front man. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Mbappe. Now there's a fine ball. That's a sharp pass.
Serginho really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Front-footed pressing going on here. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket, it's just a stern lecture.
Substituição em andamento.
Threads one in. And he gets rid in a hurry. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Son Heung-min goes on a charge down the left.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, good spread. Played back in. It's run loose here. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Mbappe. Now it's Son Heung-min.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Gets into some space. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Kane.
A lot of space here. A real opportunity.
And it's Messi. And he welcomes it in. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Serginho. Now it's Mbappe. Picked it, and the shot! They've scored! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Costa Rica have turned to their bench, and we're going to have a substitution. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, they've gone for more energy up front. This is a clear message, Peter.
Brazil get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Driving on and making good progress. It's a really well-measured ball. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Son Heung-min! No, he couldn't get hold of it.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
This looks promising. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can...
Shot, surely! And it's in! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! That was a given. It always was.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Serginho. Oh, such a clever touch. And he's had a hit. He's got away with one there.
Teremos uma substituição.
Costa Rica making another change here.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Costa Rica clearly now in lead preservation mode. Serginho is the guilty party there. And no surprise, that's a booking. Fernandez gets across and deals with it. And that is it, the referee has seen enough. Well, that was a frustrating game. They were, at times, cohesive, very capable, but undone by an opponent who simply did a better job. So, Jim, how do you... Well, what a sight this is, a beautiful evening, and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here, the supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Well, this is a formation which seems to make pretty clear what their intentions are, Jim.
Well, Peter, when you have that many back, there's only really one tactic you can adopt, and it's the counter-attack. And while it's going to give you a very solid block defensively, it does leave you very little options attacking-wise, with effectively just one outlet.
Not too much possession football then?
Definitely not. They'll be trying to play with real efficiency.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Valverde has a shot! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. Now it's Mbappe. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, this guy, McAllister, is someone I see as the linchpin in this side. He's a playmaker who loves that little left-sided channel to release people further up the pitch. But I also like to see him play centrally at times. I think he's just very, very good in the number 10 position, and he's got a great understanding of that role.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. That's an imaginative pass. That has not gone well. And it's Kane. He's on it, can he get away? Spread it left. He's in plenty of space here. Chance! They've scored! First blood drawn. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Indonesia have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon.
He's having a go! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, split-second reaction.
Serginho really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Brazil with the corner, they're first. Now it's Messi. Decent chance! Indonesia have the chance to go the other way.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Indonesia look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time.
Shot at goal! And yes, it's there! They're level in a trice!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
And the shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Corner number 2 then. Messi goes short. No way through, so back it comes. Valverde. Great skill, that's nice. And a chance! And he's there to get it away. Indonesia are looking to go forward now. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now, what about a counter-attack?
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And it's Son Heung-min. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Has a look and plays it forward. And that pass just didn't quite work. What a throw in. And he's whipped it across. Camavinga tries to clear. Son Heung-min.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Serginho now looking to orchestrate a counter. And Son Heung-min. Now he's got space here. Cleared without hesitation. Camavinga. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Well, I think the manager should be pretty happy that his side managed to come in on level terms. Things seem to be going a little against them, but they stemmed the tide, got their equaliser, and I think we're in for an exciting second half now.
So, all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Brazil clearly have been the better side here, so if I was to say anything to them, it would...
Can he finish? Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing. They've played it short. Flings it across. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. He's in a great position here. Tries to cross. It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. And it's Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And he welcomes it in. Great ball, and he's in here. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That is ended up in no man's land. Messi. Son Heung-min looking to shake off some unwanted attention.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Still they trail, and time is ticking away. Nicely weighted ball. That's a nicely shaped ball. Just the goalkeeper to beat.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Good ball, good take. Tries to play it through. Played into space out wide. Shoots! No mistake! the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his manager couldn't look happier. That's the kind of interplay they've been working on in training, and it came off beautifully.
Coming on to replace him is
Indonesia go 2 up and into a position of real strength.
Well, this is nothing less than they deserve, Peter. They're in the driving seat now.
And here's Kane, goes for a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Turns and goes back. Serginho. He's going for goal! Too close for comfort. It's a pretty loose pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Son Heung-min, and it's Son Heung-min. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, shooting chance! That's a half-decent try.
Messi certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Number 7 coming on the field is number 6.
Pinches it off him. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Alexander-Arnold. Now, this could be a chance. Nice physical challenge. Whistle's gone, that's a foul.
Substitution for Indonesia. Number 11.
Great chance here from position
Coming on to
A1.
replace him is
So the perfect chance to
number
get one
9.
back. And this is real chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That's very neat. He's having a shot! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
Well, at least they're showing some positive intent now, Peter. That's the sort of urgency that's required when you do go behind.
Nicely spread. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gets into some space. That's a decent clearance. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Messi. Valverde. 5 minutes left on the clock. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And he's managed to get free. Kane. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
4 added minutes has
Pops
been
him off it
indicated.
and wins back the ball. Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Shapes to shoot! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
He's absolutely full of energy here. Definitely had the right idea. A shame he just couldn't finish it off.
Mbappe. Now it's Kane. And the counter is on. McAllister. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Brazil were a team not short on effort, but ultimately they were found wanting when it mattered. That is simply not how you go about winning. Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming, or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. As you can see, we've already started here. Rafinha finds himself in the starting lineup. Jim, what would you say are his most notable qualities?
Well, he's so quick over the first few yards, Peter. He can slip in behind the defence before they know what's hit them. So I'd be expecting him to find those little pockets of room out there to...
He's got tall! Harmlessly behind. Shot a goal! Goal! Brazil! Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
Brazil, after 5 minutes, is number 20, João Pedro.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Yeah, that's exactly what they required, but they need to be careful now. That goal could serve as a wake-up call for the hosts.
Foden threads one in. Saka has it out wide and in space. And this is Kane. Cleared without complication. Looking for options for movement. Dink through. That's a decent clearance. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass was...
Shoots! Brilliant by Evan-Nielsen! That is a gem! An absolute gem! 2-0 and in next to no time. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Brazil are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Brazil have their opponents right where they want them, and we've barely begun. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Joelinton. Now it's João Pedro. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Neymar. And here's Evan-Nielsen. Evan-Nielsen! Stood up well to him there. Oh, that's well spotted. And here's Rafinha. Now it's João Pedro. Rafinha.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries a shot! Same again, same outcome.
Well, they're just unrelenting, Peter. Wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Oh, what has happened here? Saka. Neymar gets a foot in here. Stones. Great vision. And the shot! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And we have our very first corner. Serginho goes short. Joelinton is onto it. Goes for a shot! Oh, that is rather wayward. Nicely weighted ball. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that has put paid to that. Referee has just said play on. He's a sharp little ball here. Rafinha gets flagged offside. Stones. Saka looking for a runner.
Brazil have turned up with a human blockade. This is top defence.
And it's Joelinton. And he's in on goal. Gets his head on it! And that's caused a worry or two. Corner number 2 then. Serginho plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Strong running down that left flank. Saka. Bellingham. That's a delicate pass. Brazil looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And it's Joelinton. Now it's Evan-Nielsen. That has been slung wide. Oh, sweet feet. He is through here. And it's made its way. Can he finish? And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is...
Ah, he's given it away. Great chance! And somehow he kept it out.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. He's found a way through. Backward it goes. And this is Neymar. Eze tries to pass it through. Well read, nice interception. Looking to play him in. And he's straight offside. That's a cute ball. It's Kane! Oh, and with that, the half-time whistle goes. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kickoff.
Brazil absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Brazil are cruising it at half-time, 3-0 ahead. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Brazil have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Joelinton. He's had a shot! No, not quite.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net! Over the hills and far away! No no catching them now! An act of charity gratefully received.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
It's become a case of men against boys. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Just eases him off the ball. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. Now it's João Pedro. It's a really well-measured ball. No foul, says the referee. It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Oh, super find. Now it's Palmer. Brazil can breathe again, just.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Even Nielsen! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product.
Brazil certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, he's been chance! It's there! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
That's shocking. The ease with which he was able to get into the space, and a player of his quality was highly unlikely to miss that.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now it's Eze. Bruno Guimaraes. And it's Serginho. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Now it's Rafinha. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. He's being urged to shoot. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Knocks it out wide. Foden. Real chance! Neymar. Out to the left it goes. Eze. Marquinhos with the clearance. Yehi, and he's been shifted off it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Oh, that is a good ball to... There's the shot! Lacking in accuracy.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift.
Number 9.
England
Bellingham.
choosing to make the first
22,
change.
Eze. Coming on the field.
Jordan Henderson.
Number 13. Gallagher. Number 15. Ward-Prowse.
That pass isn't the best. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. No outsmarting him this time. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Well, that looks a decent ball. Could move up a gear here. Now it's João Pedro. Saka cuts it out. Pickford. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. England are looking to break at pace. And here's Ward-Prowse. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Linton. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Played out to the right. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now there's a fine ball. Bruno Guimaraes cuts out the pass. Distributed tidily. That has not gone well.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Could be danger. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
England give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. And the number on the board is 3. And here's Rafinha. Joelinton. And the shot! He has done it! Simplicity itself.
Some great movement here, and the pass was perfect. All he had to do was just apply the finishing touch.
Number 7.
And that is that. Brazil can celebrate now. They have exactly what they craved. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Brazil can be really happy with this. I saw it as one of these defining games for them, and they showed real character to get the job done. A big statement for anyone who might be up next.
So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
In areas shown on this map. Thank you for your cooperation.
Hello and welcome to everybody. It's an absolute thrill to welcome you to this day one clash, and no day, of course, engenders hope or optimism more than this one. Optimism which could dissipate at a rate most alarming or last all the way to the latter stages. We shall see. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, I've got my eye on Militao, who's developing his game very well and quite quickly. I think you need someone very strong in the central defensive position, and he is living up to that now, delivering what he was maybe failing to deliver not so long ago. Just a lot more confidence, a lot stronger, and he'll be the one that they'll have to try and get past.
I wonder whether... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Valverde tries to pass it through. Great chance! Goal! Brazil! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Brazil are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Brazil penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's really changed the mood in the stands, Peter. It ought to encourage more positive football, a more front-footed approach. It's got to be.
Brazil leading here thanks to that early goal, and the score is 1-0. Kane! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
Al Hilal with the corner, there first. They've played it short. And it's Azar. He's in space and looking for options. Cleared away. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Eder Militao makes the interception. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Van Dijk.
Al Hilal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to...
Oh, shooting chance! Nicely weighted ball.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Alexander-Arnold. Robertson. Serginho. That has not gone well. That's a little off target. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Messi. De Bruyne. That's an imaginative pass. Neymar. Kane. Caught offside that time. Tries to get it clear. Now it's Kane. Back into the middle. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Al Hilal with this to level it up. Well, would you believe that?
I never really looked comfortable over that. I had a feeling this might happen.
Now that's well seen too. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Fernandes. Van Dijk. Valverde. Now it's Mbappe. That ball looks a good one. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolute...
Good chance here! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi is offering a wry smile there.
And it's been taken short. Messi has it out wide and in space. And now a sudden chance to counter. Mbappe, Kane, and this is shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
2 goals and the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Neymar really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
It's their second corner of the game. Neymar plays it short. Gavi. Shot at goal! They've scored! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And he's going to have his name taken. Not the most accurate pass. Searching pass he's played there. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. That has been cut short. Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Azar. And that has left him in a heap. Brazil have a free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Pinches it off him.
There they go, hunting again.
And this is Neymar. He's away. And he was alert to it. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And we've reached half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2 goals to 1. And we're off again. Aims beyond the defence. Alexander-Arnold cuts out the pass. Messi. And it's Valverde. And it's made its way to him. Look at the space here. Now that is a hefty challenge. Neymar is alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's Kane. Serginho gets into some space. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Van Dijk. Oh no, what has happened here? Oh, that was no routine save.
Look, when we talk about decision-making, there's a great example. Strong and decisive.
And here's Kane. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, some tackle that. Azar plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Could go all the way here. He's got away. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Kane. Neymar. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And he's gone backward here. It's Kane! It's loose now. Oh, he's been caught napping.
Oh, once he made the save, it didn't take the keeper long to start barking at his defence.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that.
Camisa 7.
Ball's gone out of play. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Spread out to the left.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Really fierce, close defending. Robertson picks it up out wide. Flings it across. He's dealt with that well. And that's definitely not his best. Gavi looking understandably energised after his goal. That's the throw. Brazil are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise.
Well, the manager's got a decision to make here, whether he's happy to stick or twist.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Alexander-Arnold gets a foot in here. Robertson. Brazil finding their passes. Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here, and he's managed to get free. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Fernandez does really well to win the ball there. Now, can they get him away? He's shifting through the chance! Oh, taken with style! And that really is so impressive.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Gol marcado para o Brasil. Aos 35 minutos do segundo tempo pelo jogador, camisa 19. Substituição no time do Brasil. Camisa 3. Camisa 22. Deixando o campo para a entrada de camisa 2. Camisa 15.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive.
Stood up well to him there. Now that looks a decent ball. He's Mbappe! And that would have won it.
Well, he was a bit complacent there, I thought, Peter. Maybe he thinks the game is already won.
Rodri. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Oh, they could be caught out here. Knocks it out wide. Caicedo. Lovely feet. McAllister. Brazil clearly now in lead preservation mode.
Teremos 3 minutos de acréscimo.
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, he's trying to skip past his man. Oh, well played. He got back really well.